What is up, my little demented necrophiliacs? We are currently playing The Forest, and I'm going to give you a tour of all the locations which I've built, and we'll see what happens. So we're currently in my mountaintop motel massacre retreat. It sounds like a bad 80s horror movie, doesn't it? Massacre Snow Mountain Retreat. um, so first off, I was building this big and massive house, and I needed somewhere to stay in the meantime, so I built this alpine tree lodge, and I built another one, hoping that I could build a bridge of some description. But I built it the wrong way around, so no bridge. um, all these traps are very efficient. You need to have lots of traps. Fuck that. I don't spend ages building just to get knocked down. No, no, no. Traps galore. Now you have to follow me in order to get into my house. There's no way around it. Oh, here's a mysterious log. Yeah. Before you came, I ended up beating the Megan monster, as I call it. It's the monster at the end. Should I say spoilers by saying the Megan monster? Sure, this game is old now. Like, I'm not gonna, you know. But I still enjoy it, so I don't care. I'm gonna say what I want. No, probably spoiler alert. So there you go. Maybe, I don't know. I'm gonna say feather. I'm gonna say something. Now, here is my house. Ta-da! Fires everywhere, because you need to have fires because it gets so cold in this dump. Ta-da! Ta-da! Now this was my first major build, so I'm going to talk about it. I knew nothing about foundations. I knew nothing about roofs. I knew nothing about anything. I just decided to build a house, and this is what it turned out to be. I was clever enough to understand a few things. Like so. Like if I put a fire beside my couch, I won't have to fucking get up and stuff like that. And whatnot. So, yeah. But I will say, at night time, it's amazing. Looking up at the stars. And that's pretty much amazing. So there you go. Yeah. I think I can sit on that. Yeah, I can. Lots of windows, so I can have a peek, and lots of traps. The windows are everywhere, in the right spaces. I don't need a window there, because that's just, I like privacy as well, actually, so I don't like putting too many windows in, but I put them in the best locations possible, you know, where I feel. See, I can see everything that way. I know there's a lot of traps, but fuck that. Traps are my savior. I mean, I can go out and fight and fight and fight, and I will win. But it's just a bit annoying at times, you know, 24/7. And I know there's like flares in the airplane and stuff, but I've done them all. I've collected everything, so yeah. So I think the next place we're just gonna, so this is it. I'm gonna run around and show you. That rabbit looks very big in the distance, didn't it? I'm gonna run around and just show you, and then we're going to go to the next location. I do have another place in the snow. There's usually arrows in this, not flares. How many do I have? I think I have 30, yeah. See, I always collect the arrows when I shoot them. I don't like wasting them. But for instance, we're going to go back into my house now for a moment. Now, if you were new to this, you'd have to follow me. I would have liked a roof in the house, but actually, you know what? I like it without the roof. It kind of adds character to it. I mean, I know you get super cold, but that's fine. I did say I'd show you every location which I've built. So that's pretty much what I'm going. Let's check. Oh, we only have 4 sticks. Just as well I checked. We have to do a stick hack. I don't mind collecting sticks, but I also like to do the stick hack. But I really don't mind collecting sticks, because you get leaves as well for collecting, and it's adds a bit of fun to it. But sometimes you just want to do a little boost. Perfect. Now your house is never touched by cannibals when you're not there. They only kind of spawn where you are. Now I'm walking towards this because it looks like I have a house up here, but I don't remember. I really don't remember. I remember trying to build in the snow and then I decided against it. Oh, I think I know what it is. I think it's just a tree house. But I did say I'd show you, so let's go and have a look. It's not really a fucking something adventurous, it's just a crappy little house. Oh my god, it's just like a fucking inch of water and you have to fucking take out your fucking... Yeah, that cannibal. Screaming. I hate that bitch when she comes close to me. Sometimes she just walks up behind me and starts screaming. And when I have my headphones on, it can be quite irritating. It's just like, see you, you die first. One time I chased one for ages till I got her. She wasn't getting away, I chased her forever. I got her eventually. Fucking shouting in my ear? I don't think so. One time I had killed her, well I thought I had killed her, and she got back up and she started fucking shouting again, and I was like, oh my god, I literally am going to kill her. Damn, I don't have any... don't have any dynamite. Damn it. There's something here. I have all the gun parts, so I don't know what that could be. Interesting, interesting. Now what do we do in a situation like this? What do we do? Well, here's what we do in that situation. I will show you now. It's not working. It's really irritating me. I was pressing the button, but it wouldn't come up. We put a stick marker right here. Can you go away, map? Oh my god. So we put a stick marker and we come back when we get some dynamite. It's probably just the gun again. It probably just closed back up again. Yeah, it is the gun. But oh well. No harm. Now a lot of my locations are quite interesting for my building. I just see a location and I check it out first. I don't just go, okay, let's build here. Well, actually, sometimes I do. You know, it kind of depends on my mood or my feeling. Hold on, something. More mushrooms to eat. That's great. Oh, that's a poison one. Why did I eat that? It's a shame I can't pick them up because I'm full already. My inventory is full of mushrooms. Shrooms of all kind. It looks like I only have a tree house up this direction. Oh no, actually I don't. I know what I have. I built a little log cabin, a tiny log cabin, just because. I originally wanted to build all the way up here, but it kind of I kind of decided against it. I could now, I guess. Look at my little house. Doesn't rain up here, it snows and just fucking gets very cold. Ta-da! Let's move on to the next location and have a look. This was going to be the Snow Mountain Retreat, but I just stopped and went somewhere else to build, so there's no really backstory to that. Well, actually there is a little bit of a backstory. I ended up this way when I was exploring and I got lost. And the cannibals were chasing me, so I decided I better build somewhere. But this was before I knew, obviously. This was before I knew that cannibals could knock down houses. I was a little bit naive. My boat might actually be down there. And that's exactly where we're going, actually. I lost a boat a long time ago, but it might be down there. Oh no, it's another house that I was working on. I just wanted to build in this location, and then I decided against it. I was just like, meh, I can't be bothered. So now we have to walk because we don't have a boat. That kind of sucks. And I'm not building another boat. I have too many already. Although I possibly could just build another one. Save me running. I'll build a boat when I get up here. Do you know why I have a stick marker here? One time I asked for a can of petrol. I was like, where is this for? I need to find a can of gasoline. Straight away. I am fucking livid. I can't find gasoline. I was talking to myself. And it came out of nowhere. It just kind of just appeared. So that's why that stick marker was there. Because a bottle of gasoline literally just came out of nowhere. Ah. Wow. Thank you, game, for just spamming out there when I was about to shoot him. Never walk under a ladder, it's bad luck. Do 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 do. See what I mean about things just weirdly happening? See? Things just are randomly flying about and stuff. That's pretty much what happened when that thing of gasoline just randomly appeared. It just kind of went flop. Here's the tin of gasoline. And I was just like, okay, wow. The forest is like Alexa, it listens. Not really. It was just funny. I was just like, I asked for it and it came. Oh, that's another gun part, as we all know. I know where all the locations are, kinda, but I don't 100% remember, so yeah. There better not be any sharks in this water. Although I don't think there is, because they're all washed up on the shore. Now, the thing with this is, I have a fear of water. It's called thalyhallophobia. I think that's how you pronounce it. I could be totally wrong, but that's pretty much what it's called. And basically, that's a fear of all kinds of water. But I don't have a fear of all kinds of water. No, just dark water, dark, unknown, scary water. Giant waves and stuff. Like so. Just close my eyes and I'll get to land eventually. God, you're so slow. Come on, mister. See, when you're under the water, it's not too bad, weirdly. But when it's at night time, it's a different ball game. I've been stuck in the water at night time. And it's not pleasant. So the Snow Top Mountain Retreat was my second build. And we're currently going to see the first house which I ever built. And then we're going to go on to the next two, and then that's pretty much it. And then I'm going to make a second video of me building a new house. So stay tuned, because that needs a whole video on its own. Because we're going to search for the location. We're going to find out where I think I should build it. And we're going to build like there's no tomorrow. So here's my very first ever house. The treehouse was a bonus. The thing with tree houses is they can be knocked down so easy. So I like to surround them with booby traps, as you can see, look. Lots of traps. And there's no harm leaving these trolleys in the way because they're very difficult and they're very annoying. Thank you, Rain, for shadowing my voice. But they're very annoying, those trolleys, and they get in the way. Now, there's only one way to get into this house. And it's not by walking on the traps by mistake. Fuck's sake. There's only one way to get into this house and you have to follow me. Oh, look at that. You see a door. Let's go in. Who lives in this door? But you don't use the door. That's the thing. You don't use the door. There's 3 doors in total. None of them work. You have to jump up the side like so. And hop over. Ta-da. And that's just how you get into this house. So let's get a drink. Where's me turtle shells? See, this is it. Like, you could easily live here. Let me check my shelves. The shelves are full. Lots of medication. I'll take a medication and I will put a can of soda there just to have. I don't really need soda in this location though because my turtle shells, once again, this location is okay. I can see everything from here. See, the way I looked at it is if I build a house in the sky they won't be able to get me. And little did I know they could knock it down. And they did. They knocked most of it down at one stage. The structure. And that's where the walls came in. It's one of my most sloppiest creations ever, but it's my very first house. My very first house is still standing. Hee. Imagine day 1 I built this. Well, a few days actually, because I was just learning the game. And it was full of cannibals. Oh. I see, it's my own fault for playing the game on difficult mode, very hard mode. Now that couch can never be finished because you can't get wood up here, which kind of sucks. You need to have yeah, you just can't get wood up. So now it's time for me to leave and bring you to my other location. I don't usually come out this way. But I did. Just the usual traps all the way around and whatnot. For the life of me, I don't know why I built in that particular location. I really don't. It's terrible. Hopefully, there've been no shenanigans. Thank God. Really, thank God there's been no shenanigans. I always like to say this, a 300-day-old meal. How about that? Calm down, camera angles. Okay, camera angle again. Sometimes they have flares and sometimes they have arrows. About time. So we want to go to this location first. And not that location. And we're pretty much very close. Yep. It's just over here now. I have to be careful though. This is better actually. Yeah. You should see some lights from my house. Okay, okay, okay. We're after taking a wrong turn, I think. Strange. See, it's dark. Here we are. Fuck's sake. I come here all the time. I must have took a wrong turn. That's scandalous. Now there's the lake anyway, so it's definitely around this corner. I never came this way before. That's really strange. I've never really came from the airplane, I guess. But they should be in the... Ah, here we are. Okay, we're back at the house. Fuck's sake. Oh my god, we're back at the house we were just at. That's fucking shocking. That's why travelling at night time is very difficult in this game. It doesn't help either that I have a lamp, so hold on when I turn off the lamp. The lamp has a big shine on the TV, so it's like, Oh, I do hope I don't see any cannibals before I get this video done. I knew I was going the wrong way. I really had a feeling. I was like, okay, what the fuck? And then I was just like, trying to act cool. I was like, You know, I was like, okay, and let's just go along and see what happens. Oh my god, once again. Here we are. Finally. And I have a boat down there for my next house. So I really wanted to build in this location, and yeah, I couldn't really because I don't think I have any batteries. My last battery. I've stopped picking them up. I haven't been finding them anymore. I had like hundreds, but now I don't have any. So here we are. Once again, there's a few tree houses and booby traps in various locations. Around the corner, just there, you can see there's tree houses over there and stuff in the trees that I've built. Because you need to have somewhere else to go, just as well. Lots of traps around the locations. Once again, I've never been down this far. I don't go there. The entrance is just around the corner here. There's two entrances into this camp, and both very dangerous. This is one of the entrances. You have to maneuver through all them traps without getting hit. There's the other location, which is around here, like so. Yeah, you can go down that way as well, but it's still pretty dangerous. Have a tree house here with lots of traps surrounding it, so it can't be knocked down. You gotta have traps around it so it can't be knocked down. There's a tree, there's a trap right here. This is a very good trap. It flies them off into the distance. It doesn't fly the giant monsters, it just flies the cannibals. They just take off. And it's like lots of booby traps all the way around. Ta-da! Booby traps everywhere. Except near the water, because the cannibals don't really go there, thank God. Now, windows, of course. There was originally a window here at one stage, and it got knocked out. cannibals broke it down as I was building, and I decided to put a door there instead because it makes more sense, so I can reset my booby traps, because it's very difficult to get from A to B. Whereas if I'm in the house, it's easy. I can just walk to the other end of the house and go out the door. So when I rebuilt it, I decided instead of a window, I'm just going to put a door. It makes it a little bit easier. This is my house. Skin rack. Weapon rack. Wall of sharks. Hee hee. I'm going to cover the whole house in sharks eventually. I was going to cover it in cannibals and heads and stuff, but no, crocodile heads and shark heads, that's it. Once again, window for looking out. There's lots of traps because sometimes the cannibals can jump really far and it's quite irritating. So if one trap doesn't get them, 2, 3 and 4 definitely will at some point. That's water, so there's nothing really out there. So I don't really have to cover that too well. I'll light a couple of fires. We have a seating area, as you can see. So this will be kind of a giant multiplayer house. Couches galore. Supply cupboards. They all have the one item on them. Well, they should have, except for a rare occasion. That was the first thing I built to my saving hut, and I leave it there just for momentum, for sentiment. Because I just had this big empty house, and then I was like, oh shit, I better save it before anything happens. Because I didn't have any traps or anything set up at this stage, I just literally put the last log on the roof and I was finished. And I built this just to save straight away. And yeah. We have medicine cabinet. Also has a window, so we can shoot if I have to. I don't have to do much shooting. And we just have some big empty spaces. I went crazy for them chandeliers, and then I actually got really tired of them because they just don't really illuminate the area very well. In a smaller house they might, but you just get as much light out of those small ones as that. But they don't look as good, obviously. The chandelier looks amazing, but it's just very difficult to build and whatnot. And this is my favourite room in the house. And I'm going to cook some food before we go across the way. I think we'll have a rabbit for a change. I don't really eat rabbit. I always end up with lizard. I don't really catch many rabbits because I don't really have a use for them. There's my other house in the distance. See? In the distance. Hehe, my pointy stick for telling things. What's that? At night time, when I have this going as well, this area just looks like a big fucking orange orb of loveliness. The only orange I like is the orange of fire. Now, did you hear that? There's cannibals out there now. So what do we do in that situation? Well, we go up to my tower and have a look. Now, each of my towers have the same building blueprints. Chair, skull lamp, fire. Sometimes they have an arrow basket. Well, they will eventually have an arrow basket, just to have a few extra arrows in case I'm up here and I run out. Um, so yeah, there you go. Another tower to see a bit differently. Um, and then I have another tower in the distance. So there's lots of towers to fucking so I can see stuff and shoot stuff. They can't get up the towers. They could probably knock them down, I'd say, if they really wanted to. But they don't get the chance. Now you can come down this way. Oh well. That was short-lived. You can come down this way, but it's I wouldn't recommend coming up it. Unless you're me, of course. I mean, I know my own traps and the locations and where to go and where not to go. That's why none of them fall on me, really. Well, they do sometimes, if I do something stupid and not pay attention. But you have to have your head screwed on. Like, see, I just walked into that one by mistake. This particular location up in the bushes there is full of aloe vera, marigolds, and chicory. So I don't build in a location just because I think it looks cool. There has to be something that brings me there. And it was an aloe vera hotspot, so I decided, fuck it, why not? I can't really get down there to show you my other tower, but technically it's just a tower. The same as that one, and I can see around. So let's more poltergeist activity. That likes to move on its own, so I left it there for that particular reason. My daily shark, hee. Now that particular boat that you're seeing, that's a two-man boat. That can only be if something is green on the map. Well, you can't really see it now, but if something is green, it's two people. Just come over and get a few supplies. And a little tip, if that ring in the water is going up quite mad, bouncing up and down like a mad thing, there's sharks in the water. If it's not moving at all really, there's no sharks. Because they've all washed up on shore. Do 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 do. But my other location is literally just here. As you can see with my boats, fire, skull lamps, turtle shell for drinking water. Some of my boats actually have log carriers on them because I was building on various islands. See that little island there? How could I build on that little island unless I have a log carrier on my boat? There you go, look. Log carrier. For bringing wood to places where I can't get any trees for building. I kept falling down the cliff, so I decided, well no, I didn't actually. I kinda did, I guess. I just wanted to build steps, and that's what I did. I kinda kept falling down the cliff a little bit. I did actually, yeah, I kept falling down the cliff when I was building. So I decided I might build some steps. And that's exactly what I did. There's fence all around my house. Because you gotta have fence. Ta-da! Fence. When I was building this house, that's the first thing I built. Ooh, that's disgusting. I can't get rid of that. It was a cannibal head of some description, but it turned out to look like its legs. And this is the first thing I built. This is quite nice looking out at night time. Although there was nothing there at the time, so you can't really see much now. I built two houses in one. Ta-da! I built a fence all the way around for protection so I wouldn't fall over the side. This gazebo was built. It was 100% built, but I ended up dying, and yeah, that's it. So I built a gazebo just to sit there and look over. It was built, but I ended up dying and never got a chance to save, so that really pissed me off because I literally had just finished it, and it's very difficult to get into this camp with log carriers and stuff. I will show you. This is my graveyard. I just really like building stuff. So this is the house. Ta-da, it's just a little basic house. Does the trick. I always wanted to build here, but it was very busy with cannibals every time I came close. And I had to build slowly. I had to build on the sly. How about that? Slowly build here and there on the sly. Yeah. There's a bridge, as you can tell, because this location is central. See, I can see down there and stuff. I can see pretty much everywhere, so that's pretty decent. Now, the gazebo needs 38 logs to build, so we'll see what happens. So I was going to build a new house, but I think I'll continue building. I'll build my gazebo again. Yeah. I know, irritating. But I'll build my gazebo again and see what happens. I need 4 trolleys, so that's pretty decent, I guess. 4 full trolleys. Because that gives me a 40 plus. And then I have enough left over to build a bonfire. Because I had a bonfire. So basically I built my gazebo and then I built a bonfire. But, yeah, didn't save the game. Didn't get a chance to. I had literally just finished building it. And the cannibals managed to get in. Don't ask me how. But they got in here. And they started attacking me. And there was nothing I could do, and I was just like, fuck, shit, like, what the fuck, like, no. But I had died previously, actually. So that's how I managed to die, like, you know what I mean. They didn't just kill me once, like, I had died previously. I fell off the cliff. And got splattered. Not cool. Not cool at all. And that's the end of me knocking wood. Look at that thing fucking running around. So we're going to bring all my trolleys down. And then we're going to get some dynamite. And we're going to blow up the trees. And collect all the wood. I'm not chopping down wood, it takes too long, so I'm just going to blow it all up. Fuck that shit. The fact that gazebo was built before and this is the second time. I was even doubting it, and then I was like, ah, sure, I'll just build it, sure, why not? And then, yeah. Look at that yoke spinning around like a mad thing. It's probably looking for its counterparts, which I killed. As you can tell, I have 4 pink armor, so I killed its counterparts. I don't really need the stress of that fucking beast. Beast from the east. So if this video ends, sayonara. I'm not going to do anything really adventurous, just build that gazebo. But I will be making another video straight after, where I'm looking for a location to build my brand new venture. And it's going to be a very interesting house, with lots of turns and twists and nooks and crannies. And yeah. My god, you stupid bastard. Like, he's always fucking out of breath. So we might have dynamite in this house, but I don't think we do. Very doubtful. In fact, I know we don't. So we have to go down the steps, get in the boat, and go back over to the other house. Oh look, now it comes down. I wanted to fall in the other direction so I can get its armor. A rainbow. Where's the rainbow gone? The whole time I had some. Oh my lord. Wow. I'm always expecting it to be on the top, but that's where the flares are. Oh my god, that blob is still there. That's fucking annoying. You know that's calling for the blob. It's like, oh, like it's. I think it's the mom or the dad kind of calls for the baby blob. Well, you kind of get the drift of what I'm doing, so I'm going to end this video. So, sayonara.